All right, Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawashi, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect. So I just got this video from one of the elders, and this is beautiful, man. Basically, Esau, the so-called white man's skirt is being lifted up, man. And through the spirit, even these news commentators are starting to question when Esau publishes information and how tacky Esau's lies are. And so I'm going to play a quick segment of this video, but everything that Jeffrey Epstein has done, Esau, the so-called white man, has to cap it. He has to make sure that that information doesn't continue because it's gaining traction. And so that's the reason why it says here in the title, I do not believe for 1 second that this was a suicide. So it came out earlier today that Jeffrey Epstein hung himself in his cell, a federal protected cell. So there should have been no way in which that happened. But they're going to go over all the details. I'm going to play just bits and segments of this video, and you brothers can go back and, check it out for yourself, bring out some scriptures, and Lord willing, it'll be edifying.
Well, welcome back. We continue to follow this breaking news. Accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Sources say the multimillionaire financier was found unresponsive in his Manhattan jail cell early this morning. Officials believe he hanged himself. He was transported to a hospital where he died of cardiac arrest. A federal official says no foul play is suspected. Epstein was being held on multiple federal charges, including soliciting sex from girls as young as 14 years old. He pleaded not guilty in July. Here now to discuss the legal ramifications of Epstein's death, civil rights attorney Avery Friedman and criminal defense attorney Richard Herman. Good to see you both. So, Richard, this MCC Metropolitan Correctional Facility. How could this happen, in your view?
I don't know how it could happen. It's outrageous. It's so egregious, Fred. This facility is such a lockdown facility. They even have a SAMS unit in this facility. I mean, El Chapo is in there. You have terrorists in there. You have the worst dangerous gangsters that are in this facility. That's my home away from home. We've been down there so many times, Fred. There is no way anybody on a suicide watch in this facility could have done this.
And what if he was no longer on a suicide watch? Yes, officials say that a couple of weeks ago, it appeared that there may have been an attempted suicide, or at least something left marks on his neck. Why wouldn't he be on suicide watch if he was not at this juncture?
Well, there were tons of documents released yesterday, Fred. A lot of people are going to be incriminated in this case. He's looking at 45 years in prison. The only way for him to reduce that prison time would be to cooperate with the feds and give up the names of the people that he got underage girls for, and he would have to do that, and he would do that. And so a lot of people had good reason to get rid of Jeffrey Epstein.
A lot of people had good reason to get rid of Jeffrey Epstein. Okay? Who are those people that had good reason to get rid of him? Okay, well, of course, the people that participated in all these underage sex acts, the island in which literally was filled with all of these underage children. Okay, I'm going to call it what it is, children, because Esau, the so-called white man, is a pedophile. Okay, so the people that are prominent figures, global ambassadors, okay, are these same people that knew that if he was alive, he would rat out. He would tell exactly who it was, in which he was basically the broker, okay, of getting all of these underage children. All right, because it wasn't just little girls; it was little boys as well. Okay, now here's the thing, and I'm gonna get to the scriptures. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get to the scriptures now, but the thing in which I want to also make mention of, I truly, and this is my own opinion, I truly do not believe he is dead. Okay, Esau, the so-called white man, is going to put this information out there as if he committed suicide, and maybe in the next 6 months to a year, this story will kind of tail off. But in my opinion, Esau knows that, look, I need I know I need some underage women and some underage little girls, and I need some underage little boys. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell the public that you committed suicide. We're going to have a body double. We're going to have all the rest of that kind of stuff. Okay. We're going to change your name. We're going to change your image, everything. We're going to basically create a new person for you, just like they do when people go into, dang it, what is it called? Basically when they get immunity, quote unquote, from the government. Okay. They get a whole new life. That is what I believe has happened. But pertaining this situation in itself, Esau, the so-called white man, and all of his lies are being revealed, man, through the Spirit. So let's read this real quick. This is Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau, the so-called white man, searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? It's only through the Spirit of Yahawashi. That's the reason why this is beautiful news, because there were times in which Esau would get away with these types of scenarios. He's not getting away with them any longer. Now, anything that comes out, okay, about Esau, the same big brother system, that what was it called in the movie The Third Terminator, that basically that Internet of Things system, okay, is now coming back to haunt him. Okay. I forgot what it's called. It's something when it goes online. Okay, it's called Skynet from the movie Terminator 3. Okay, but all of that system is now showing how wicked Esau, the so-called white man, is. That Internet of Things, that connectivity. So basically, anytime any story drops, it now surfaces quicker than it did in, centuries past. Okay. So yeah, this is beautiful, man. This is Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. Yahawashi is revealing all of these things, all those things that were hidden. Okay. How are they being searched out? Through Yahawashi. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Okay. One more quick verse, and then we'll get back to the slide. We'll get back to the video. This is Jeremiah 23, and I'm gonna start at 23. It says, "Am I a God at hand, saith the Lord, and not a God afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, saith the Lord? Do not I feel heaven and earth, saith the Lord?" So anything that Esau, the so-called white man, is doing, Yahawashi is right there looking at him like, bro, hey man, I see exactly everything in what you're doing. Okay. I see everything in what you're doing, and through the Spirit, guess what? I'm revealing it because you are the devil, and people are going to know that. Whether or not you say it was a death by suicide, or whether you say he hung himself, or whatever the case may be, ultimately, all of that information will be revealed. Okay? So let's finish the video here.
Judge has to investigate this case. Everybody in that facility has to be under investigation. Who got to the COs? How could he be released?
Officials are already quick to say, but officials are already quick to say no foul play suspected.
So how is it that officials, how can you break the news that he committed suicide and then say that there is no foul play? Come on, man. See, this is Esau trying to control the minds of the people. Okay, because when you have critical thinking, and of course, when you have the Spirit of Yahawashi working with you to have you understand who the devil is, you do not accept anything that he tells you. The scripture says, never trust thine enemy. Okay. So the point here is Esau is always going to try to hide and run from the judgment of the Lord. That's why scripture says he was a fugitive, or he is a fugitive and a vagabond. So every time stories like this come up, it's the Spirit of the Lord getting closer and closer to him. Okay. Revealing him for all of the characteristics of who he is. a homosexual, pedophilic, violent, criminal, vagabond, blood drinking, I mean, the list goes on and on, deviant. All right. But they have to report that there's no foul play in order to have the people's general mind say, oh, well, we're just going to eliminate that thought from the scope or the concepts of what has happened. And this guy to the right, man, hey, he's on it. But you brothers go back and watch the video in its entirety. I'm going to play a couple more seconds.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Trying to...
He said, of course they are. Let's play that again.
Who got to the COs? How could he be released
officials are already
from a
quick to
suicide
say,
watch?
but officials are already quick to say no foul play suspected.
See, and then, of course, you have CNN or any of these media outlets in the middle. They are the ones in which do what? They are the ones that are helping you to, they are the ones that are helping those hidden people that would have been revealed, okay? They work for those people, the whole company. They're owned by these people. So, of course, as these two guys are going back and forth, the guy to the right is basically saying there's foul play. The guy to the left is saying, oh, well, there is no foul play because we're just supposed to believe in the government. Whatever the government says is correct. Now it has you try to decide what's real. And guess what happens? You're in a confused state of mind. That's why the men of Yahawashi are in the earth, to bring clarity to the truth, or bring truth, okay, as the clarity in which people need, okay, the answers in which Esau, the so-called white man, isn't going to give you. He's going to give you mass confusion, okay? So really, that's it on that part. I want to play this last segment, and then, we'll wrap up, man. Let me bring out these scriptures real quick. This is back in Nahum. It's a lot. Nahum 3 and 5. It says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. Okay? That's exactly what's going on, man. America, aka Babylon, is being shown for its nakedness, that filth in which it has. That this isn't a God-loving country. It's not patriotic. It doesn't have any morals or values. These are criminals. These are violent criminals, okay, that have not been judged by Yahawashi, but will soon be judged by Yahawashi. Its wicked decrees, okay, how it plants drugs on people, how it promotes a transgender society, all of these are the things in which make America, aka Babylon, naked. That skirt being lifted up, seeing all of that wickedness in which it tries to hide, Verse 6, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. See that image of the American flag, and, we are champions of the world. We protect, we serve, all of that is a lie. Now you're going to be viewed for who you really are. A global bully. Okay? I ain't even going to go there. Verse 7. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee and say, Nivea is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? Whence shall I seek comforters for thee? Because ain't nobody going to want to be in America once they really start to see Esau, the so-called white man, for who he really is. That's why people over there in the Eastern Hemisphere, they don't have that love affair for Americans as people over here do. People view Americans, they scornfully, in the Eastern Hemisphere, because even though they going off as well, they at least have order. America has no order. Okay. America has do what I say, not as I do, Last verse here, and we'll wrap up. This is Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, America. Sit in the ground. And the reason why it's a virgin is because she hadn't been touched as far as war, as far as having any competition, any opposition. Okay. She hasn't been defiled. You know, that's why the Lord said he's going to cast abominations on it, you know, and make her as a gazing stock. You know, when you go back and you read, what's the name of that book? Basically, but I think the Scarlet Letter. Yeah, I believe that was the name of the book. The Scarlet Letter, the book in itself, you know, quick overview, talked about a society that was basically morally pure, things of that sort. And the reason why there was a scarlet letter is because if you committed adultery, okay, they embroidered a big red letter A on all of your apparel to where you were the gazing stock, okay, in that community. And that's exactly what Yahawashi is doing to America. Okay, he's putting that scarlet letter on it, per se. You know, basically that image in which they won't be able to remove. Okay, so it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness, once again, some nations' nakedness is going to be revealed. Those hidden things are going to be searched out. Okay, they're going to be made bare. You will not be able to parade across the globe any longer with the red, white, and blue, and people view that in a respectful manner. They will now view it as a threat, okay? As someone in which you need to take heed to, okay? Beware of him, you know, lest he seek to take thy seat, okay? It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. And I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man." So yeah, man, you know, like I said, I just wanted to cover this real quick, man. You know, hey, the water to the Zaquan Kazak, you know, that actually posted it, man. I was just like, oh my gosh, bro. Like when I get information like this, bro, hey, that's woo. Hey, it's just beautiful, man. Hey, you brothers continue to stay uplifted through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, man. The Lord is doing a wonderful, magnificent work, okay? As I always like to say, he's doing the heavy lifting, man, okay? Just continue to stay faithful, man. Continue to be obedient. He is going to do what he said he was going to do according to prophecy, okay? So I'm going to end out on this, and Lord willing, you brothers will edify, man. Till next time, shalom.
No, the idea that Richard's saying, well, it doesn't seem like a suicide, or I mean, it seems preposterous, as if somebody was behind it. No, he committed suicide. The documents were released. How do you know? That's what triggered it.
He said, how do you know? I love it. How do you know? Huh? See, all of these things now, like I said, centuries ago, you know, 100 years ago, 300 years ago, you know, the Declaration of Independence, Constitution, you know, the preamble, all of that madness that Esau, the so-called white man, pushed out into the world to have people believe and put it in education and history class and government 101 and all throughout, you know, everywhere you went, there was this propaganda, this programming, the systematic curtailing of your thoughts towards America, aka Babylon, now are being questioned. It's beautiful, man. It's showing how Esau, the so-called white man, and everything in which he has done has been unanimously wicked.
A suicide, or I mean, it seems preposterous, as if somebody was behind it. No, he committed suicide. The documents were released. How do you know? That's what triggered it. Well, how do you know it's some other person? I don't know. They have to investigate it. That's why.
You have to investigate it, man. So anyway, that's the video, man. Lord willing, you brothers will edify it. Till next time, man. Hey, shalom. Kwam Yashala.